7.
All set.
All set. All right. I would like to call the October 11th, 2022 Planning Board meeting to order, please. Karen, could you call the roll?
Bob Doherty. Absent. Jim Callahan.
Here.
Kevin Donovan.
Yeah.
David Edmonds.
Yeah.
Carolyn Turner.
Here.
Mike Ventresca. Absent. Chair Claudia Bogan.
Here. All right. Our first item on the agenda is public hearing continued. Special permit site plan review application to authorize 33,514 square feet of light manufacturing space within a two-story 133,738 square foot building at 216 New Boston Street. Attorney Reynolds, welcome.
I am here on behalf of the applicant, Cabot and Forbes at 216 New Boston. As my partner Joe Tarby spoke with Tina this morning, we are here to request that this hearing be continued to October 25th. As the board knows, we are still in the process of completing peer review as authorized by the City Council, and the peer review on traffic has not yet been finalized by World Tech. So we would like to further continue the public hearing from this evening to October 25th. And by that time, we expect that the World Tech peer review will be complete.
All right, Attorney Reynolds, thank you. So this is a public hearing. I would like to open the public hearing to see if there's anyone present from the public that would like to speak, and then take action accordingly. So Tina, can you explain public participation, please?
Sure. If you're in the audience and you would like to address the board, please hover your mouse over the bottom of your screen. You'll see a button that says reactions. If you click on it, you'll see a function that says raised hand. And if you click on that, we'll be able to tell that you want to speak. And I'm looking through the audience, Madam Chairman, and I don't see anybody with their hand raised.
All right, thank you. So if there are no questions from the board for the applicant's attorney, I would ask Tina, do you have a recommendation?
I do. I would recommend that you continue the public hearing on this application to your meeting on Tuesday, October 25th, 2022 at 7 p.m.
So moved.
All right, there is a motion by Dave. Is there a second? Oh, second by Jim. Is there any further discussion? If there is none, I would ask Karen for a roll call vote, please.
Jim Callahan.
Aye.
Kevin Donovan.
Aye.
Dave Edmonds.
Aye.
Carolyn Turner.
Aye.
Chair Claudia Bogan.
Aye, that is 5 in favor, none opposed. That motion carries. Attorney Reynolds, we will be making a decision later in the meeting as to whether that is a virtual meeting or an in-person meeting. So that's about the only loose end that we'll communicate as soon as that decision is made.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, so I am looking at the agenda. I see nothing else on it other than Planning Board Director update and approval of minutes. So is there a Planning Board Director update?
Briefly, yes. The next meeting, as we mentioned a minute ago, is on October 25th. It is something for the board to decide whether or not the meeting will be in person or virtual. Just to update you, we discussed at the last meeting what our November schedule would be. And given the fact that there's an election on the second Tuesday and a potential conflict with the meeting room on the fourth Tuesday, rather, our November meetings have been consolidated into one on November 15th. And that one will be a virtual meeting. So left on the table is to decide now whether the next meeting should be in person or virtual.
Okay, so I don't know, other than this petition, what else might be on next time. Can you enlighten me?
I can. The continued public hearing on 216 New Boston right now would be the only agenda item known.
All right. Well, that being the case, I might suggest a virtual one. How does the board feel about that?
Yep.
So I'm seeing a nod by Kevin.
favor of it. Yep.
Jim is good.
Yep.
Okay. So why don't we turn that into a virtual meeting on the 25th? And if you could notify the applicant as on 216 New Boston Street accordingly, that would be great.
Will do. And then the last thing, just to let you know, I wanted to just mention that I had sent along notes from the last workshop we had on the open space and recreation plan update. Had probably 12 or 15 participants from the public. It was a great meeting, and I've provided you with copies of my notes as to what the attendees had for suggestions and issues to raise. There will be another workshop coming up on Wednesday, October 26th. It'll be at the library from 6:30 to 8. We're expecting that we will recap what we heard at the first two workshops and submit for public discussion a draft set of recommendations and goals for the next plan. So love to have you if you can join. And if not, or even if you can, if you haven't already done so, they'd love to have you fill out a survey that's available. I provide you with the link. It's also available on the MyRec webpage for the Woburn Rec Department, and you can fill it out there. So hopefully you will be able to do that. And that's my update for tonight.
All right. Next on the agenda is approval of two sets of minutes. The first set is September 13th, 2022. So why don't I take that one first? Does any board member have any comments or edits to those minutes? I have one question, and that is, it's in the discussion on page 11 on the 13th minutes. It's about the Santulo development, and there's a word in there about drilling. And I just, this was in the context of, I think, Jim's comments that he wanted, some, the blasting plans to be more done. And then all of a sudden the word drilling popped up, and I'm like, well, I mean, maybe we're waiting for that. I don't know, but that sounded a little odd to me. So I thought I would just put that out for discussion. It's on page 11 of the draft minutes, and it says something into the effect of
I wonder if it the word might have been blasting, not drilling.
Bolgan suggested extending the construction completion date, which expires on September 30th, 2022 to January 31st, 2023, and having the developer appear at the January 10th, 2023 board meeting to provide a detailed status update of the litigation and drilling agreements between all involved parties. And I'm like, that's the word drilling was the thing that caught me. Like, I thought we were talking about blasting, not drilling. And
We could check the tape. That'd be very easy for us to do. Just check the tape and make sure that we got the right word. Maybe the word was blasting, but I wouldn't, necessarily absolutely say that. So Karen, we could check those, and then we could put these on for adoption at your next meeting.
I can do that.
That's
I
fine.
think
Through
it
the
does
chair.
kind of
Yep, Jim?
reminds me of draft blasting. I think sounded right, but I'll go back and check.
I would typically use it as drilling and blasting in my during work operation. So it's more than likely it's both drilling and blasting.
all right, well, why don't we check? I mean,
It's all the same operation, the drilling component of the blasting.
okay.
Right.
I mean,
We'll check.
since there's a tape,
That's fine.
why not? If we're not actually going on our memory. So yeah, if we could check that, that would be great.
All right.
Okay.
And then the next item is September 27th, 2022. The minutes, does any board member have any comments or corrections on those? I don't either. So if there is a motion, I would entertain it.
I'll make a motion to accept the September 27, 2022 Woburn Planning Board meeting minutes as prepared.
All right, motion by Carolyn. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Dave. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, I'd ask Karen for a roll call vote, please.
Jim Callahan.
Aye.
Kevin Donovan.
Aye.
Dave Edmonds.
Aye.
Carolyn Turner.
Aye.
Chair Claudia Bogan.
Aye, 5 in favor, none opposed. That motion carries. Other business matters that may legally come before the board not known at the time of posting.
Not from staff.
All right, then at this point, I would consider at 7:09-ish or 7:10-ish, a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Dave, is there a second?
Second,
Second by Carolyn. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I would ask Karen for a roll call vote, please.
Jim Callahan,
Aye.
Kevin Donovan.
Aye.
Dave Edmonds,
Aye.
Carolyn Turner,
aye.
Chair Claudia Bogan.
Aye, 5 in favor, none opposed. Thank you all very much for coming tonight, and we will see each other on October 25th at 7 p.m. in the virtual space once again. Have a lovely couple of weeks, everyone. Thank you, Tina, and
Night,
thank you,
everyone.
Karen,
Thank you.
for preparing for today.
Very
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.